Yo gamers, welcome to the Hall of Flame, where we throw our raid logs into the fire and see what burns. After every raid, we dive into the numbers, the VODs, and the chaos to figure out what went awesome and what totally didn't. Stop with the praise.
After what you just discussed, no. Oh wait, that's just me.
You distracted him.
Did we smash that boss, or did we just feed it more dinner? It's time to turn those flames into fuel for next raid. Okay, thanks ChatGPT for an epic intro. Never doing that again. So, let's go over our lowest percentage pull, compare it to Echoes, the guild that I used the VOD for the P1 and intermission video. We'll use a different POV to look at some of the stuff we can change. First thing, this might not be our mechanically cleanest pull, but the first thing that happens highlights a thing we need to change. We need to be 100% consistent on the boss going there. Part of that is people do need to watch out popping a bit early. I did check some, like, warriors were actually popping at the same time as this warrior, but this warrior is like charging in only once the boss is like here, instead of charging all the way to the middle like here, and then maybe it's more adjustable once he's here. But their Blood DK, who's taking the boss, has mandate. We need a stronger unused trinket or something on the opener or earlier in the opener to get that aggro to get the boss all the way there, and it should be fine. Tombs, we can either move the boss a bit more this way, but basically I want all the melee to be like in this top half, so that some range can, like, more of them can sneak in on this part. And then we'll have a bit less webs. Then let's just go ahead and we'll look at that in the later VOD. Jumps. Again, we can be more this way. Yeah, here. But we're not moving the boss much. Okay, we didn't get the thingies, the pulls, because Amzai died here. We're not moving as much as the other guild here, which is why these markers are so confusing. So the markers I put down initially were correct. We're not going to do the adjusting thing. We're going to play around them as we should. And this is how we have the tombs there, and the boss is only here. And we play it here instead of doing how they did, which is here's the liquefy. They're here. And then they all move a lot more. Range stay behind and just dodge there, it's fine. The melee move a lot more, all the way here, while we were still like here. And then we get the tombs. And range can do them behind here in the gaps left by the pools. It's fine. But look, they're much closer to these markers. And what they do after this is they move the boss right past these markers. And then the jumps are much easier because you're doing in the same orientation as you did in jump 1 and 2, where the boss is on the clockwise side instead of anti-clockwise, and then jump makes more sense. The boss will always be taken to the same place, and it should be fixed. And then we don't have this huge gap here because we played the tombs here and the liquefies much more this way. So then people aren't baited to be in this, and everybody plays the intermission here. I'll just... yeah. Let's look at the range POV here, just quickly. Boss takes big damage from Blood DK, so he's pulled all the way. Everybody's more tucked in. And then all the melees are like on that side, and some of these ranged are able to tuck in here instead of playing back here. A bit better with the webs because this is where the last webs, left side webs of intermission will be. And first big change was there, where nobody baited. The boss was away from the spots where the circles we want them to go, and nobody baited the web blades on there, so it was much easier to place them, and yeah, then this also makes this like gap here for to put the boss to bait the swirlies. A bit more obvious, and then the boss is a bit more for them, it's a bit more towards the edge. The range people are all within this like outer area. Mages are here and blink that way. Get web blades, and then I put this in the nose already. If you have any suggestions for any other prompts that we could use, do say. This I put as China bait. They go ahead to bait the web blades here, same for melee, and then they move towards where we'll place the next circles. And see, it's completely free, it's super easy to place them. Very nice. And then, yeah. Much more coordinated. And here, this is the liquefy, that's different. The melee group is just running ahead with these web blades, just sprinting it. The dodge of the web blades are all going that way, and then everybody dodges the swirlies, but then they play the roots in, like, the range can play the roots in these gaps, and melees play over there. And now here are the markers. Here are the markers, and then now it makes a lot more sense, and this is why I was so confused when we were here, and we adjusted the wrong way because I didn't realize how we were wrong. So yeah. They're ahead of the boss, or I mean behind the boss, so then they can this, and then it's much simpler. You can see the webs almost reach these instead of having an entire section free. And then everybody is nice and stacked together for the intermission. Everybody goes to the back for this first set. Everybody, except PKs. And here for the next set, then there's a bit of free space here for the melees to go into the poop. This is where we want defensives. And then for this last one, people can spread. And, well, don't worry too much about the circle damage in the mission. It's going to be fine. Just don't be stacked during the pull-in, but if you move on top of it, it's not the worst. Not the worst. Yeah, I think that is about it. Oh yeah, one more thing, actually. We need to be consistent with what groups we jump with. We'll go over that. Just to make sure that we're always in the same group, at least. It's fine if it's 677, it's fine if it's 776, but at least go into the same one. For example, here, I think in jump 2, yeah, jump 2, Mr. Takatalvi went into the first one, and then for the third jump, he went into the second one. So this just needs to be consistent. Oh yeah. But remember, if you guys have anything to ask, just ask. There are no stupid questions. And remember, guys. Oh yeah, I'm so proud of you guys.
Nope.
Oh,
Please. Don't say that. You don't say it.
I don't want to fucking say it.